Herschel Walker, the former pro football player turned Republican candidate for Senate in the state of Georgia, has once again been busted lying about his own past. The latest lies that apparently Herschel Walker has been telling for many years is that he was at one point in his life employed by law enforcement. Here are some of the claims Walker has made. In 2013, Walker said he carried a gun because of his involvement in law enforcement. Then in 2017, he asserted that he worked with the Cobb County Police Department. Finally, in 2019, he even claimed to be an FBI agent. According to Walker's campaign, the candidate served as an honorary deputy in Cobb County, but the county's police department said that they do not have records of Walker's employment. So, starting all the way back in 2013, so 9 years ago, this guy, who at the time, as far as we know, did not have any political ambitions, starts lying and telling people like, oh yeah, I'm carrying a gun because I'm a cop. And people, I guess, just believed it. Then again, a couple of years later, he had to say, no, I totally work for the Cobb County Police Department. And then, of course, the lie evolved, saying, oh, actually, I'm an honorary FBI agent with the Cobb County Police Department. Yeah, first of all, the FBI doesn't do that. You don't just become an honorary FBI agent. Like, it's not like an honorary doctorate from a college after you've had a distinguished career. They don't just go out and randomly deputize people to become FBI agents. It's actually an incredibly difficult field to get into. And they don't just randomly select people and say, hey, you were good at running the football there. How would you like to carry a gun and a badge? Not what happens, Herschel. And of course, the best part about this is that these are easily verifiable. If you worked at the police department during those years when you claim to have worked there, there would be records, and of course, there are no records. Just like when you claim to have graduated from the University of Georgia, but a quick search through the school's records and confirmation from the school itself proves that no, you didn't. You went to the NFL draft before you finished college, which is fine. Plenty of players do that if they know they've got a promising NFL career ahead of them. Some do go back and get degrees, which is what Walker claimed to have done, but the school says, no, you didn't. You're lying about that. And on that particular lie, Walker had even claimed in some interviews that he was the valedictorian, which we all know is definitely not true. So this candidate, Herschel Walker, who of course was endorsed by Donald Trump, which is probably the reason he won in Georgia, that is a victory for Donald, just can't stop lying about his own past. And as I said, like, the best part about it is that these are lies that the average person can go and debunk. You're not lying and saying like, oh yeah, one time I took a trip to Colorado and I punched a mountain lion while walking down a trail. Okay, it's probably a lie, but nobody can prove that it is. Whereas these lies that you're telling are easily verifiable with a simple phone call. But he can't stop doing it. Like, that is what we're establishing here through this history. Again, going all the way back to 2013, he's been lying about who he is as a person. Because that is who he is as a person. He is clearly a liar. Clearly, there is some kind of pathology there that makes this man incapable of telling the truth. And Georgia voters definitely need to be aware of that before they send this man to the Senate. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.